you know what they say. You just can't keep a good guy down.
You are damn right they can't, Chucky. And in that spirit, as well as the fact that the highly acclaimed, by fans at least, Chucky TV series is dropping on Blu-ray this very day, I'm going to be giving my personal ranking for the entire franchise. One little disclaimer here is that unlike certain series, Halloween, I wouldn't say that I'm too dialed into fans' thoughts on the Child's Play movies, so I honestly have no idea if my picks will come out basic or divisive. Regardless, this one's just for fun, just my opinion, totally low stakes. So, grab your good guy cereal, whatever soul amulet you've got closest at hand, and...
Give me the power, I beg of you!
I mean your views, that's your power. Your power is your views. Give me your views, please.
Wow!
But violence is bad, isn't it? They said so on TV.
Not violence. Violins. Violins are bad. That screechy music's gonna ruin the goddamn country.
Starting off our list in last, that's 8th place, is 2004's Seed of Chucky. This movie is a little hard to judge because look at just these opening credits. It does not care what I think. From broad strokes to individual scenes, the whole picture is unapologetically bonkers and grotesque and silly.
Hold on! You forgot the head!
But that doesn't make it good. Despite having some of the best puppetry in the series and some genuinely funny moments to boot,
She came on to me!
every character who isn't a doll, or Jennifer Tilly, is simply empty calories, the kills are few and pretty weak at that, and the story is both a strange and lackluster follow-up to its predecessor.
The dolls were found at the scene of a string of real-life murders which remain unsolved to this day.
The creative choices made in this film did little more for the series than effectively write any future sequels into a really weird corner. There's a reason why the next entry ended up being a soft reboot.
Barbie, eat your heart out.
Number 7 is 1998's Bride of Chucky. While even the darkest entry in the series can still bring on a good laugh, this movie with its hard rock soundtrack and, I'll just say its whole attitude, makes no real attempt at having stakes.
Huh? A true classic. Never goes out of style.
That was good.
Dorff and Tilly are amazing and make the movie as fun as it is, which is fortunate because every other character besides them is a snooze or worse. The visuals are, well, you can really tell that Ronnie Yu would go on to make Freddy vs. Jason, can't you? In other words, not great. Commendably, the kills try to at least be creative, but most are just held back by the truly butt-ugly late 90s CGI. I suppose that I can appreciate that the movie tries to stay in its single lane, but that's a weird and choppy, though yes, entertaining, lane for sure.
Well, hello, Dolly.
I'm just saying, if we're pointing fingers here, then
I didn't kill anyone.
neither did Nika. Chucky did it.
In spot number 6, we've got Cult of Chucky from 2017. This is a film that swings for the fences, especially given that it's the 7th film in a series. It really tries. It tries to please its hardcore fans with a ton of returning legacy characters. It tries to be visually interesting and distinct with its cinematography, and it even tries to get in on a little bit of that clever ambiguity, the is the doll alive or isn't it, that the first film had.
You know what, Andy? What if you really are crazy? Have you ever thought of that?
But none of it quite sticks the landing.
Look what happened to me. Hello? Look at my hair. Oh shit, you win. Absolutely. Sorry, pal, you go fuck them up real good.
The hyper-fun conceit of multiple Chuckies at once gets squandered by the two needlessly meandering and sluggish acts that precede the reveal. Not to mention, the pacing of the Andy Barclay subplot is downright poor. The Dourifs, both Brad and daughter Fiona, are in top form and bring their honest A-games.
I was never gonna kill you, Nika. Believe me. There's worse things than death.
But neither they nor the occasionally inventive visuals save an otherwise clumsy movie. On the whole, it reads like an awkward middle chapter, which, to its credit, it is. sandwiched the way it is between the much superior Curse of Chucky and the TV series.
It was such a nice place to visit.
I bet you he's really sorry.
No, he isn't. He wants to hurt me.
Nobody's gonna hurt you. Hey, I know we'll cheer you up. Look what I found.
Number 5 is gonna be Child's Play 3 from 1991. The non-standard military school setting, alongside the solid direction by Jack Bender, helped this film achieve some effective set pieces, and even a dramatic moment or two, hackneyed or not. Every performer here is either over the top,
Whitehurst, you're a disgrace. When's the last time you had a trim?
which is at least fun, or sleepwalking, which really isn't, with the obvious exception of Brad Dourif, who has fully and truly found his niche by the sequel.
Chucky. But, my real name is Charles Lee Ray.
The story is easy to nitpick, and highlights just how flimsy the magic rules of this universe are.
You're not gonna kill me, you need me. You need to transfer your soul into my body.
Wrong again, wimp. I got some fresh meat lined up and I'm not gonna let you spoil it, not this time.
But making rules that make sense was never really the point. By this third film, audiences came for the kills, which are good, and the doll, which is great. The lip syncing in particular I found very impressive here.
Wait a minute.
In short, it's a worthwhile but unremarkable entry.
Don't fuck with the Chuck.
Every child is important to us, and every child deserves a companion, a friend that will never let you down.
We're doing.
It's time to play.
In fourth place, we have the ever-divisive Child's Play remake from 2019. Yeah, I said I was ranking the franchise, not just the series. See, I think the issue with this movie is that it was a true, honest, non-cynical effort to breathe new life into the franchise. It just happened to do that to a franchise that didn't need it. It would be like giving CPR to someone when they weren't unconscious.
Should I keep doing it?
Not the best move. Unlike plenty of other horror series that have been languishing in limbo or that were in a creative slump, when this movie came along, Child's Play was on an upswing, with 2 recent sequels by Don Mancini himself and a TV series on the horizon. But they didn't let that stop them. Still, removed from purity and expectations, Child's Play 2019 is still a strong, offbeat slasher film.
This is for Tupac.
The acting works across the board, the story has a believable, engaging flow of escalation, and just look at some of these images. That lighting alone is chef's kiss. And that's to say nothing of Bear McCreary's score. It's everything you'd want. Dark, manic, playful, it fits perfectly. The film's most tangible problem is unfortunately the doll. It's just hideous, and not in a cheeky, intentional way like Glenn or Glenda from Seed. It's sad too, because I love them trying to use so many practical effects, but yikes. No. Overall, this movie is better than people give it credit for, but I'd be lying if I said it felt much like a Child's Play movie when watched with the others. And maybe that's the problem.
What's my name?
Han Solo.
Did you say Chucky?
What? No, not even close. Chucky, I'm scared.
You fucking should be.
In third place is 2013's Curse of Chucky. At a time when no one knew if the Child's Play series was alive or dead, this film was a pleasant surprise.
Who's it from?
It doesn't say.
Out of seemingly nowhere, Don Mancini revived the series with his clever little soft reboot that, in a lot of ways, feels like a pilot for the eventual TV show. The vague setup, Chucky covertly inserts himself into a complicated web of exaggerated human drama, while disclosing more of his previously untold backstory. Same idea that the show would employ, and it works, here and there.
And it isn't my fault that you chose to never leave this goddamn house. I mean, what the hell were you waiting for? A sign from God? No, Bart! Just put the fucking doll down!
Another great thing about Curse is that it truly has fun with itself and its ideas. Instead of pitting Chucky against another child protagonist, he's instead versing a wheelchair-bound adult, which all the same levels the physical playing field. This dynamic is tons of fun and gives way to some damn good moments of tension. Special shout out to the Rat Poison dinner scene. It's a wonderfully sick little Hitchcockian interlude. Great fun. The plot itself even holds a few surprises that only need some light, unintrusive retcons to make work within the canon. Curse of Chucky is simply one of our boys' best outings to date. It's well-paced, fun yet thrilling, and sets the stage for the newest leg of the franchise that we're still currently in.
Where's Grandma?
In the cellar.
What's she doing down there?
Nothing.
In our penultimate spot, we have the original 1988 classic, Child's Play. Though it of course didn't invent the killer doll concept, it certainly rocketed it into the front and center of pop culture for all time. Alex Vincent's little boy character Andy may be thought of as Chucky's rival, but Catherine Hicks is the true human star of this first movie. She's earnest and driven and projects this ultra-real maternal nature that really just makes you want to root for her. Chris Sarandon too, though not quite a traditional leading man, is very likable and just plain fun to watch.
Ouch! A spirited lady. No kidding.
A great strength this film had was simply being the original.
Action news at 9.
Nobody quite knew what to expect, and it plays well with suspense and holds its cards just long enough to where, if not for the opening scene, you might have as much doubt as the adults do about whether or not the doll is alive.
He's made of plastic and stuffing. Look at him, look at him.
But then there he is.
You stupid bitch, you filthy slut! Did you fuck with me?
Dourif hits the ground running. Even with less than half the runtime to play with as Chucky himself, he grows into the persona that we would know and love more or less in one.
Give me the boy and I'll let you live, do you hear me? Give me the boy!
The score and cinematography are both effective, and the climax is a taut, concise nail-biter. All in all, an enjoyable, solid jumping off point.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
I hate you. Hi, I'm Tommy, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi-ho! Ha ha ha!
And in number 1, making for the best of the series, is 1990's Child's Play 2. This is it. This is the one that decided what Chucky movies would and should be. It cracked the code for the exact right horror comedy balance.
That's one of those good guys, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I love these things. What's your name, buddy?
Chucky.
That's incredible.
Now, it would be easy to sing every praise the film deserves, but the most important thing it managed to do, even more so than its tight pacing or its unbeatable Good Guy Doll Factory climax or anything else, is that Child's Play 2 found its audience.
Jesus. Did you ever hear it knocking?
Where in the first film our leads were a cop, a mother, and her regular everyday child, here we follow a pair of othered foster kids, both of whom, for their own reasons, can't or don't belong.
I've lived with dozens of different families, and they always seem to send me away just when I'm getting comfortable. But you know what?
What?
Every time it happens, it just makes me stronger, because it reminds me that the only one I can count on is myself. Okay, and you have to learn that now.
And that tone of soft rebellion, that nobody's here for us but us attitude, really resonated with fans who felt the same way. Thanks to this film, over the years, the franchise has built up a very loyal and passionate fan base, made up of, and I say this with nothing but love, outcasts. Why oh why would an openly gay writer make his film about outcasts? Subtext? Love it. The charm in the found sibling relationship between Kyle and Andy is this whole thing incarnate, and delivers us a lovable pair of dual protagonists to root for. Alex Vincent, whose acting ability was only iffy in the original,
Hi, I'm Andy.
more than doubles his screen presence and seems far more natural.
Boy, it's a scary dream.
It was.
Technically, yes, Child's Play 2 sports weaker visuals than some of the other entries, and the setup could be said to be a bit flimsy, what with writing out every character but Andy from the first film. But even with all that, Child's Play 2 still comes out confidently on top. Child's Play 2 has the high stakes, big heart, tight thrills, and nervous laughs that any just-for-fun horror film could ever want. It's a true and forever fan favorite for a reason.
I hate kids.
So that's that. I've been itching to do this sort of fun and informal style video for a long time now, so if you dug it, sound off and let me know. Even if you didn't, just let me know anyway.
No!
Either way, I've always got more ideas, so stay tuned, subscribe for more and all that, and rest easy knowing that
I'll be back. I always come back.
Thanks, Chucky.